Hi, I'm Allie Casey, and I'm so glad you're joining me on this video training. You know, for years I've been an international seminar leader, professional speaker. I've managed an award-winning sales team. I've been an entrepreneur more than one time. And if there's one thing I've learned, it's that if you are a solopreneur, a creative entrepreneur, a professional healer, coach, author, consultant, is that you must be out speaking about your products and services. Yet I talk to entrepreneurs all the time who say to me, Allie, you know, I see you speaking everywhere. My question back to them is, why aren't you? And unfortunately, what they say to me is, well, I don't know what to say. Or they might be saying, can't my product just sell itself? Oh, yikes, I really die when I hear that one. Or they just are concerned about when they do go out and talk that they sound like they're just making a pitch at the end of that speech and it doesn't sound comfortable for them or for their audience. So they kept asking me, my clients have been asking me for this program. And in fact, because I wrote the book on communicating at work called Misunderstood, the Fast Guide to Communicating at Work, What to Say, How to Say It, and When to Shut Up, the next natural thing for me to do was to create this program called Say It to Sell It Now. Say It to Sell It Now. But today, what I want to do is actually give you some information so you can begin crafting what I call your own personal keynote. You might call it your signature speech, or just the talk that you can pull out of your back pocket that you can adjust from being a 20-minute, 40-minute, 60-minute, or a 90-minute talk that really tells people who you are and leads naturally into the offer that you're making. So why don't we get started? Go grab something to write with and let's get this thing rolling. I'm going to use the word purpose today. Purpose as the acronym to help you remember the things that we're going to be talking about, the things that you need to begin gathering the information you need to start your talk. Okay, let's get rolling. All right, so what's the P? The P is, well, it's for prepare. Now, you knew that was coming, right? There's no surprise there. So what do you need to do to prepare? Well, first you need to decide what you want to talk about. Now, that might sound simple, but I want you to get a little creative here because I want you to be able to give your audience some valuable information or something that you can demonstrate to them when you're speaking to them, and that really gets to the heart of what you will be offering. So think about something catchy that you could use. In other words, if you're a graphic designer, let's say, you could do a talk on the, the 5 biggest mistakes entrepreneurs make when they're considering a logo for their business. That would be an interesting talk, and that would naturally lead into your graphic design services. Or maybe you are an intuitive business coach. You could do a talk on the 5 ways that entrepreneurs could tap into their inner GPS to make better decisions. Well, heck, I'd want to go listen to that kind of talk. So think about the information that you can give, make it very, very valuable information. So that's the P. Start preparing that kind of information. Think about what it is that you really could provide for your audience or demonstrate for them. Okay, so what's the U? Well, that's simple. The U is, well, it's you. All right, I know, no big surprise there. Or maybe it was. You need to make sure that you get into the story as well. Keep it relevant and keep it short. We're not necessarily looking for your life history here or the story of your deceased dog unless you happen to be a medium that speaks to pets on the other side, in which case that would be appropriate. But I'm looking for the most relevant story that you can pull out that lets your audience know why you're so passionate about what it is that you're doing today. It's amazing the kinds of stories that I hear from people. So, for instance, I might say that as a kid, I was a really, really shy kid. I mean, I was handicap shy. I was so shy that on my last day of high school, I had a teacher that said to me, "I'm going to make you speak today because you have been in my class for a year and I don't know what your voice sounds like." Now listen, that was a real wake-up call for me. Not only did it, make me turn 12 shades of ruby red that day, but I took it to heart and I really did something about it. Now, I did in my wildest dreams think that I would end up becoming a professional speaker? No. But put that story in there. Put the story in there so that it really conveys both your credibility and your vulnerability to your audience. So it really connects them to who they are, and that they know that they too are in the right place. Okay? So what's the next letter here? Well, we have our letter R, and that's for the result. What result can you promise people if they use your product or services, or if they coach with you, or if they use a home study program? Start writing down all of the things that your clients say to you. Pull out all of the wonderful comments that they use after using your product or service that has really helped them. People tell me that what they gain is that they gain confidence. They gain that ability to go out and give that talk, and that they feel, inside their purpose when they're doing it, that it doesn't feel awkward, and that they haven't, again, attached that pitch on at the end, and then, nothing happens for them. So think about the end result that you're giving people and take that from the things that people have said to you. Does that make sense? Okay, so what's the P in purpose? Well, the P is to plant those seeds. Plant those seeds right from the beginning of your talk that lets people know that you have more information to give them, but in the short amount of time that you're working with them, you're going to focus in on one particular kind of thing. And as you plant this all the way along, your offer will naturally fall right into place. It's not going to feel uncomfortable for you or for them. How many times have you listened to somebody and then they make that pitch, and as the audience member, you're feeling uncomfortable, and as the speaker, your voice changes, your demeanor changes, you start rushing through things. So we're going to show you how to do that in a way that's just natural all the way through, and that's why you need to be planting those seeds right from the beginning. Okay, let's go to the O. The O is, well, of course you have to make an offer. So don't forget to make one. Now, an offer could be something small. An offer could simply be, opt in, let me have your business card, and I will send you this, ebook or 10 tips to something that you do that's related to what you do, so that you're just getting an email. It could be as simple as that, and it could be as complicated as a very high-end coaching package or some other service that you offer your clients. But don't forget to make the offer. That's the reason that you're there. And also because you can't solve everything in a short talk. A short talk, again, could be 20 minutes, 40 minutes, 60 minutes, 90 minutes. It still doesn't solve everything. Okay? Now, speaking of solving everything, let's go to the S. The S is that you really need to solve the problem that your target market is still facing, because let's face it, there will be that gap there between what you have been telling them and the challenges that they might be having. So you want to be able to give them the valuable information right there during the time that you're giving that talk, but you want to, in your offer, be able to solve the problems that you're not going to be able to solve right then and there. So, for instance, I'm offering you access to additional video trainings, videos 2, 3, and 4, and an upcoming teleseminar about Say It to Sell It Now. And the easiest way to get that information is simply to opt in, put your name and email address right there in the boxes below, and I will send you the additional videos. So what are we going to talk about in the additional videos? Well, in video 2, we're going to be talking about formatting that signature system that you might have, and we'll look at how to do that. I call that your power, because that's really what you bring to it that's so different, isn't it? That's your power. When you're on that platform, that's really your purpose. That's what we're talking about there. And in video 3, we are going to be talking about what the delivery system is going to be for you. And there are several ways that we can look at that, and I call that your platform. And then in video 4, we're going to be looking at presentation. What are the tips and things that you can do when you're actually presenting that will help you be powerful on that platform as well. So once you opt in, that gives me access to send you the additional videos and also the teleseminar information on Say It to Sell It Now. So nope, I didn't forget about the E. Let's get to the E. The E is end big, end with enthusiasm. Tell your audience what the next step is. I just told you, go ahead and opt in. I'll send you the rest of the videos. And if you're in front of the room, you want to tell them what to do. Maybe that's to follow you to the back of the room, for your book signing or for taking applications, whatever it is. So that's it. That's the beginning of how to gather the information together to begin putting your talk together. So let's take a quick review. So we have the P for preparing that offer and figuring out what message you can give them when you're on the stage. We have the U for you, because that's important. People want to know. We have the R for what is the result that you'll be promising people, both there and in the future. We have the P for planting seeds right from the beginning, so your offer naturally flows and they come along with you. The O is your offer. That's self-explanatory. What is it that you can offer your customers right then and there, your potential customers right then and there. The S is to solve the problems that they are going to have after your talk. Solve the gap, I might say there. And the E is end big, so I'm going to end big. Go ahead, put your name and email address right in below. I'll send you the rest of the videos, and I'll see you on the teleseminar as well. I'm Allie Casey, and until next time, bye for now.